So we're going to record, and hey everybody, this is Prince's friend. This is my friend Mendez.
What's good?
And he is actually going to tell us a little bit about his experiences with Prince, or the artist formerly known as Prince, or whatever you want to call it.
So long before I started listening to Prince seriously, the very first time that I ever saw Prince in anything or heard him in anything was on Muppets Tonight, the short-lived, like late '90s reboot of the Muppet Show, and they had Prince as one of the guests.
And at that time, he actually was the artist formerly known as Prince as well. Yeah.
Right, and the Muppets kept getting it wrong. And Rizzo the Rat just like put the love symbol on his back so that when he said hi to Prince, he could just turn around.
I remember that.
Yeah, and the best part of it, which is it's still up on YouTube, you can still see it, was Prince is sitting in the cafeteria writing a song, and someone comes in and starts talking to him about it. And, he's acting really annoyed and really selling it. And they ask him, well, what can you write a song about? And he says, I can write a song about anything. And he turns around and he says...
Which is true.
Yes. He turns around and he says, hey, what's for lunch? And someone says, like... something that's like swordfish and coffee, something like that. And then he pretends like that was the inspiration for it.
For Starfish and Coffee, right.
And then they do a whole music video going back and forth between Prince and like a Muppet that looks like Prince, and like Muppets acting out that whole song exactly in the lyrics.
Exactly.
And like at the time I was a little overwhelmed by the whole Prince thing. It was the first time I'd ever seen him. I didn't know what to think. But like later on, it blows my mind to think that like an artist of that caliber would put so much love and so much effort into something that could have been so small and so forgettable.
Yeah, and that's actually kind of the cool thing about Prince, is that he had such a good sense of humor that he actually really fit really well on the Muppets show.
Yeah.
So where did that bring you? Like, you watched the Muppets and you were like, this is really interesting. Like, what did that bring you into the fandom? Like,
I didn't start listening to Prince then, because I didn't get music back then. But much later, that really colored my experience listening to Prince's catalog now. And I think about a lot of his songs in those terms, like imagining those Muppets acting it out. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, and Prince just like mugging for the camera and making all these over-the-top facial expressions, making sure like every kid in the audience knew what was going on in the show, even if like I didn't get Prince's whole thing. Yeah, like in that context, he made it work, even if you had no idea who he was.
So what's your favorite Prince song?
My favorite Prince song, I think, is Raspberry Beret right now.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's
I love
a really good choice.
Yeah, and I love it because like it comes on in stores.
Yes.
And like even in stores which have corny music, when they like to play Raspberry Beret.
Right.
That just makes me so happy.
That's awesome, man. Well, thank you for coming on to Prince's friend.
Yeah,
and talking
thanks for having
us a
me.
little bit. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right, bye everybody.
Peace.